howdy diddly dandy there, chums. It is I, Captain Stephen Exo, and today, chums, I've got an ideas video around Exocrafts for you. Heck yes. Now, this was inspired by one of my viewers and their comments that they added on my last video for ideas to bring to the verse. So, yeah, Jolin3947, thank you very much for your comment, and I love the idea that you've got there, that each Exocraft should have a food processor on there and a save. Freaking awesome ideas there, my friend. Love that. I'd also like to see a galactic trade terminal added on to, say, the Colossus, and also technology slots of up to, say, about, I don't know, 12. So anyway, let's go over some of the ideas that Cholin put on my comments, as well as ideas of my own. So let's start with the roamer. Now, Cholin's comments are going to appear in the bottom left-hand corner, and then my ideas, I'm just going to talk about them over the top. So yeah. Now, the actual roamer itself, I think, should be used almost like a safari-type vehicle. So for hunting down sort of animals, I feel it should have some sort of animal spawn point generator, just like what Cholin has said there, but I think it would be nice to actually pick up heat signatures and tracks and trails of where the creatures have gone. Any creatures that you already have, it shows their footprints or trails in green. Any animals that you don't, it shows them in red. And if they're not in current range, then perhaps you can bring up the actual picture of the map and it will show you waypoints of where you can find creatures. Yeah, so I feel this could be a safari type vehicle to help you collect all creature data on a planet. I also think it should have a scanner so you can scan minerals and flora while on a planet, making this a great vehicle to catalogue and survey planets. That's my thoughts on the actual roamer. Okay, so yeah. There you go. If you've got any ideas, please put them in the comments. It'd be awesome to hear your thoughts. Okay, so let's head on over to the Nomad. I can't get up there. Hello there, Nomad. So the Nomad is one of my favourite Exocrafts. However, it does need maybe a technology tab so you can actually put all the technology and squirrel it away somewhere else and then have a little bit of storage, because I find this one the most versatile for traversing land and sea because it just hovers across the top of land. And just like Cholin has mentioned there, jump thrusters provide vertical thrust for a short period of time to jump over obstacles. I think this would be nice to actually take off slightly and hover for some time, like a little mini hovercraft, but on land as well. So yeah, just like he says, because at the moment we've got some really gnarly terrain, I feel it'd be nice to actually stick to vertical surfaces and climb vertical surfaces as well, almost like a spider, making this vehicle the best vehicle to traverse really dodgy landscapes. You know, the ones with the really high vertical climbs and pinnacles. I'd like to see this vehicle able to traverse all of those. But also, I'd like the scanner to show any of the manufacturing facilities. So any secure facilities, this should actually show those up, and maybe even depots and things like that. So rather than having to use the secure depots or the security type maps, you can use the scanner inside of the Nomad to find those things. And I think maybe the roamer, it would be better to flag up knowledge sort of areas. So maybe the relic sites and also monoliths and portals in the roamer. Okay, so that's the ideas there for the Nomad. So yeah, again, if you've got ideas, please put them in the comments. Heck yes. Righto, which vehicle shall we cover off next? I think we'll go for the Colossus. So the Colossus is a massive, great, big, massive beastie of a machine, and I think this would help for base building. Now, just like Cholin has said in the bottom left-hand corner here, about picking up the gas extractor and mineral extractor points, I think that is a great idea. I also think the mining cannon should yield a lot more ferrite dust and cobalt and things like that to help you build out your bases. And because it's got satellite dishes on the top, I feel that you shouldn't need so much fuel to power this Exocraft. It would also be nice to get some cannons that you can mount on here to do terrain manipulation from inside of the actual vehicle. Cholin has also said about having a large refiner inside it. I think that would be perfect. So this would be a mining vehicle come base building vehicle. What would also be nice is to be able to access your vaults from the actual Exocraft itself and have a galactic trade terminal, so you can just stay in the Exocraft the whole time time while you're on a planet's surface. The only thing this won't do is help you survey a planet. To do that, you're going to need the roamer. So you can see here that we're building up quite a repertoire of why you might want to use different exocrafts for different sorts of things. So this would be your base building sort of ship. It may even have like a replicator on there, so you can replicate basic minerals. So you can replicate carbon or ferrite dust, just the basics, by using maybe some nanites to double the stacks. So there we go. I think that'll be a cool idea, and also a good way to make glass on there using the refiners and things. That'll be excellent. Okay, so next up, the Pilgrim. So the Pilgrim, now down in the bottom left hand corner here, Cholin has mentioned maybe making it able to climb vertical surfaces and find hotspots. Yet I feel hotspot detection would be better inside of the Colossus, and the ability to climb vertical surfaces better inside of the Nomad. The Pilgrim, for me, what I would like is if you set a waypoint on a map, custom waypoint, or pick up a point of interest, and you select it, you could get into the Pilgrim and select your journey sort of distance time. So you could say travel at 50 U's per second, 100 U's per second, 200 U's per second, up to say maybe 400 U's. Yeah, actually 200 U's per second I think is probably about as fast as it needs to go. But then you can just go into camera mode, and it would sort of help you build some sort of cinematography. So it's not paused, it actually is all animated, but you can make some sort of, little mini video of the journey from point A to point B, making this a great little way of making video clips and cinematic sections for videos. I think that would be really quite cool, and it's a way of getting you from A to B without having to actually pick up your joypad and play. It just takes you there, like an automated transport device. I think that would be quite awesome. Okay, right, so next up is the Nautilus. So let's interact with the Nautilus here, and we'll see what Jolien has said in the bottom left-hand corner. So, yep, there we are. Tech that allows you to use your visor when in the sub. That is a freaking good idea, because that's really annoying. It would be nice to be able to scan everything underwater. A little bit like what I said about the roamer being able to scan and interact with things, and, up your discoveries, because it's annoying having to get out of your sub to scan something to then get back into your sub to continue doing what you was doing. But I think the Nautilus is about good as it is. Now, Jolien has also mentioned having a hotspot detector, which again I totally agree would work with the Nautilus, but I definitely feel that you would need an extra tab on the Nautilus for technology for maybe 12 slots to have all of this in place, because at the moment it is the only real underwater vehicle other than the Minotaur. I mean, you can walk underwater with the Minotaur and do quite a lot with that underwater as well. But yeah, we'll get to Nautilus in a bit, but I mean the Minotaur in a bit. The Nautilus, I like it as it is. It just needs a little bit of a tweak when it comes to technology versus storage and a bit of balancing. Love it. Okay, right, so let's jump on out of there. And where's my Minotaur? Oh, you know what? I haven't actually called in a Minotaur. Righto, well, let's do that now. Let's call in a Minotaur. I love the animation for the Minotaur anyway. So here we go. Here it comes. Chicka-pow! Chicka-boom! Chicka-pow-pow! Look at him go. Okay, so the Minotaur is probably one of my favourite exocrafts for look and feel, and Shaolin here says it should be part of a larger combat update. I couldn't agree more. This thing says combat all over it to me. But I feel this would be awesome if you could actually interact with your environments a little bit more. So actually pick things up with it. You know, like Star Bulb and Frost Crystal, you should be able to pick that. I mean, the thing's got frickin' hands. So yeah, I would like to be able to harvest stuff inside of this vehicle for one thing. And another thing, I feel that you should be able to install a scanner that lets you locate a colossal archive, because this looks like it's come straight from there, and this being a resource gatherer, I feel that you should be able to also pluck storm crystals and things like that, and whatever you do pluck using this, picking up with your hands, I feel that you should get double the amount than if you wasn't in the Exocraft. So if you do pick up a storm crystal, you maybe get 2 or 3 from every single pluck that you do. And I also feel it should have a terrain manipulator so you can dig out ancient bones and pick up salvageable tech, and yeah, I mean, that would be perfect for taking out those cumbersome new sentinels that appear, the corrupted sentinels. So that's my thoughts and feelings on pretty much every single one of these exocrafts. So if you've got ideas, please put them in the comment section. Heck yes, I'm talking to you guys out there in viewer world. Can't wait to read your comments. So yeah, thanking you people, double thumbs up, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Heck yes. I want to say a massive great big thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you to my backers over on Patreon and on YouTube membership. If you do want to support this channel, you could just not skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or stay with Captain Steve a little bit longer and hit something on this screen. Heck, yes. And there's also merch on this screen now. Awesome!